Yeah. Michigan did a great job. Obviously, really ready to play, sharp, precision on offense very early on. Took us back, and the hole that we were able to sort of dig ourselves, on the road against this team was going to be tough. You got to give them a lot of credit. I didn't think that our defense was up to snuff. We weren't tough enough on the ball, and just our ability, especially defensively early to get stops hurt. Offensively, we missed a ton of easy ones early, ones that we have been knocking in here for a good 13 games, 2-point baskets, which we've made a living on here early, but we weren't able to convert that and got into the hole. I thought from that point forward, though, we sort of became ourselves a little bit. We were able to function a little bit better second half, especially for the first 12 minutes, maybe the first 13, 14 minutes of the second half, we were pretty good. And then undisciplined, just some back-breaking plays, fouling shooters, and just again not being able to convert some easy ones just led them to be able to pretty much comfortably play the game. But they're really good, and I give them credit. We'll see them, I guess, in a couple weeks, and hopefully we'll be a little better.
Okay, Jeffrey F. Johnson, Mike Miller. Go ahead, Jeff.
Coach, I guess first of all, how much did you feel you guys missed Tennessee on both ends of the court, including what
Missed
he does
him a
on
lot.
the ball?
Missed him a lot. Hopefully we can get him back soon. He's a big part of our team.
Coach, onto your left, foul trouble from your two main guys early and late. What can they learn from that to avoid some of those situations?
You just got to be sharp, got to be ready to go. Romeo's first foul was a reaction out of a turnover. And you're going to be able to pick up two. Both guys picked up two in the first 4 minutes. That's very uncharacteristic. So, you got to look at it and say those guys got to be a little better at the start of the game. That's about it. All you can say. We played through it. Those guys were able to play through the rest of the half and then the rest of the game pretty well.
We talked about some of the issues and some of the slow starts this year. Do you have any sort of one-size-fits-all solution that can maybe apply moving forward?
No, I think if I did, we wouldn't have been down, as many points as we have. We're trying to find a way to be able to start the game better. And part of that goes, to be honest with you, we got to be a little bit tougher. Starting game is not tough enough. And I can go back as many games as we've played, whether it's been at home against Central Arkansas or Jacksonville or go all the way back to UC Davis. We're not tough enough starting games. We're not ready to be tough at the beginning of the game. We take a punch, maybe a few too many, and then we sort of get up off the ground and get going. We need to be more ready at the start of the game with our aggressiveness and our ability to take on what that other team's going to try to establish. And Michigan established themselves very quickly in this game. Very quickly had us knocked on our heels. And we on the road, you're not going to be able to do that in this league. And that's sort of the message to the team moving forward. I think they all understand right now we have to be much more dialed in those first 4 minutes, first 5 minutes, because you can't go on the road in this league. And you can't play the teams that we play at home and dig yourself a hole, whether it's Illinois or whatever it may be. It doesn't matter who we play. That just seems to be the deal. So I think if we have that answer and we get a little better starting the game, hopefully we'll have a little bit more success.
Zach?
Forgive me, you kind of talked about it a little bit in depth there, but can that toughness come from one place, or does it have to come from a lot of different places, different players, offense, defense?
I think it needs to go all the way around. It starts with, obviously it starts with our leadership, it starts with our staff, it starts, obviously with the approach on game day. Whatever we're doing, we got to look at it and do a little better job. But to be honest with you, we have to start to impose ourselves like we do later in halves and games, earlier in the game. You know what I mean? You can't just let a team just do what they want to do for about 8 minutes and then say, okay, fellas, let's pick it up. That doesn't work. We got to be better at the start of the game. And, in all reality, usually to me, it starts with our defense. Our defense is sort of our key to what we're trying to do in terms of being a tough-minded group. And if you're going to give a team, 30 points in the first 8 minutes, it's on your defense as much as your offense. You can say both, but defensively, we got to be better out of the gates.
Archie, back to Juwan a little bit about the foul trouble. You got the foul trouble, obviously, when you need him the most in the Duke game and again today. Is there anything that you've seen that he does different at the start of the game in these games, once he gets 2 quick fouls?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I know in the Duke game in general, he was just trying to play hard. We were on our heels. He made a couple plays at the rim and they gave him a foul. I'm not sure even where his first foul was tonight. I know his second foul looked like a tough one to me, but it's tough. You got to be smart. I think his third and fourth one were both on jump shooters as well. You can't foul a jump shooter. He's got to be a little bit more diligent, but he's fine. I mean, he's not the problem. He's been there every game for us.
Dustin?
It's just what did you like and not like from the rest of the guys when they had to play without those two? I obviously didn't keep them out very long at the start, but when you had to take a look at that, how did you feel the rest of the team handled not having them on the floor?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I'm not real sure. Obviously, when those two guys aren't the floor, we're a different team, offensively and defensively. We hung in for the most part through, I think, the middle of the first half with an even game. I don't think we got blown out or anything after they went out. Obviously, they came back relatively pretty soon, but, Michigan was on their game today. They were ready to roll, and you got to give them a lot of credit.
Anything else? Mike?
No points from the bench today. Is that the bodies they're missing or ineffective bench play? A mix.
Duran wasn't available for the game. Rob Finney wasn't available for the game. Jake Forrester is not available for the game. I thought that Evan, Zach, and Cliff all came in ready and did their part, played as hard as they possibly could. I wish those guys would have probably had a couple opportunities, maybe make a couple baskets, but they did their job.
When do you think you can get Duran and Rob back?
I'm not real sure. We'll figure something out this week.
Last question, Stu.
Just kind of as a follow-up to that, how close were you to playing Duran? I know you mentioned, I think, on the pregame radio show that he was about 80%. At what point did you decide that?
He warmed up and said he couldn't go, so he wasn't an option.
How much was Brandon Johns part of your scouting report as far as the game issue?
He's played a little bit here late. I think Isaiah's been out with a back, so he played a little bit last game. He's a good player. He got his opportunity, his role tonight. He obviously took advantage of it with the foul trouble and whatnot, but he's a good player.
Coach, and goals for the next game? What do you guys got to do? Work on practice next game against Maryland?
We'll try to work on everything.
Thanks.
Thank you, Coach.